Here we are.
Hello.
That's funny. We both it does exactly the same time. It's Marcella and Aurora show.
Yes, that's me.
Our
MDS
school,
Institute.
our school is at,
Institute.com.
yep, mds-institute.com.
And we're here every 11th and 22nd to reply to your questions today. So yeah, don't hesitate if you like these messages or if you resonate with them and you have more questions in the future, to contact us via the website or Instagram, Aurora_hypnosis, or MDS the Institute on Instagram as well. So we have a few questions today. Are you ready?
Yes. Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm always
okay.
Ready. I love good questions too.
We got some good ones today.
Yes. The first question is, in what am I getting stuck in this time around to move forward? And do I need any downloads? For those of you that don't know, like downloads is a technique we use in Theta Healing. Mostly like you'll hear it often. And we download a feeling or we change your programming from an old programming to a new programming that will fit you better this time around. So let's see. If this applies to you, even if it's not you who asked the question, you can just say yes and download this thing for you as well.
You might even feel tingling in your head or changes in your body. Just pay attention to what you notice. What's happening.
Okay, so what I see, it's old patterns getting repeated, and maybe some family history like addictions. If addictions run in the family, I could see you, the person like trying to get away from it all, but not knowing how, because like things have been a certain way in your life so far. So even though you want to get away from it, you don't know where to go towards. So the download that comes to me is that you are allowed to create new pathways. You are allowed to do things differently from how your family or how you have done things so far. And I can also show you how this new path could be, like how you can step from the old into the new. Directly, like a quantum leaping, if you want your most imaginative future.
I just want to give mine too, because I think you're going to add to it what your download will be. I'm just seeing that it's related to the home, and I'm seeing there's a lot of like clutter and maybe even things you don't know are there. So it's like if you just do one room and literally like pull the bed away from the wall, like really deep clean, like wash the wall if you have to. Like it just feels like a lot of stuck energy, and this will help move the energy. You'll feel better, you'll sleep better, and then the next day or the next weekend or whenever you have time, do another room and keep the energy in the house moving. I'm also seeing there's some religious programming that's happening, and from like what Aurora was saying about the family patterns and the indoctrinations and things you don't even think you think those things. I don't know if this is going to make sense or not, but you don't even question. There's things we don't question because we were raised a certain way. And those things are hard to move through because we don't see them even. We don't think to ask, well, why did you do it that way? Well, that's how it's just always been done. And that bringing new energy to the house will help you to also kind of move that out of your space.
Exactly. I actually pulled the card as well, and that confirms, adds to what you say. It's the Devil's card, which is basically old energy, stuck up energy. It could be energy of like addictions, of material things, of old programming. But what's most important thing about this card is that So these people have the chains around their necks, but their hands are free, so they can remove the chains. They chose not to because either they don't know they can do any different, or they also can be addicted to the addiction, like things being a certain way and like not knowing, being afraid of the unknown. So I would start by cleaning the place, as Marcella said, but also once everything is clean, you can also program every room and put the energy that you want, even in the bed, for example. How do you want to feel when you lay in your bed, or what the energy you want the room to have, like when you go inside, like the bedroom can be for resting and living room for leisure. And the walls to support you and the door like to welcome you, like you can have fun with it, and just it will clear the old and bring the new.
I love that.
And yes, so I will just give you the energy. I will download what it feels like to allow yourself to create new things in your life, to allow yourself to be different and to create things differently. Yes, and to allow yourself to create new loving relationship with your parents and your ancestors that comes just from love and from the heart. You don't have to honor them by keeping their stuff or keeping programmings that don't serve you anymore. So just allow yourself to honor them differently from what you've been told growing up. And same thing can go with religion. Same thing can go with the house, with any relationship in your life. You can always recreate new, healthier connections and boundaries for yourself and others.
I also feel like we need to download to see the unseen.
Yeah, I'll say something that, to not be afraid of the unseen. Let's download to see the unseen. Oh, nice.
Which could really empower your psychic connections too.
So you can say yes to that in every level. And I could see that you could also, it's not only for the visions, that also is very powerful, but also what you said about the bed and like the room. You can see things in the room that you normally never noticed. So if you're like, one day you wake up and like, oh, I'll go see what's under the bed. And then you see like something that it's not supposed to be there, or like something dirty, or some like old photographs. Also a very important feng shui, I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah, feng shui.
Feng shui tip is to not leave anything under the bed where you sleep, like no old photographs, no shoes. If you're gonna keep clean things, like clean sheets, or like because they will impact your dreams and imagining, or the energy that certain elements will have. So
I can see that.
By seeing the unseen, you could see what place in your house you need to clean, or in yourself, or in your bag. And also you can see the future. So whatever, if you feel stuck now, you can go to the future where you feel the most unstuck, the happiest, and the most fulfilled. Oh, there was a lot of things to unpack in this question.
That was a lot.
But I think it will help anyone else with also I think it helped me. So
yeah, it helped me too.
So the next one would be, what is the general vibration these days? Pulling cards for this one, because I feel like the vibration also changed a little bit, like before the talk and now.
There's a lot of people going through unforeseen deaths. And then there's this part of coming back to life, like coming back to life after, like actually bringing more of your soul energy in as you rebirth yourself.
Yeah. Especially the earthquakes that happened was a lot of unforeseen, but also a lot of new life that came from actually like the ruins. What I see is that it is a time when you are in charge of your own destiny. But in order to go there, most of us are choosing to go through a challenging path. So it's a little bit similar to what we said before, like cleaning the old to make place for the new, but not knowing that it could be easy to go to the new. A lot of us are choosing the hard path to recreate themselves. So yeah, in terms of cards, that would translate to this person that is the chariot that has a head full of dreams, that is going forward in life and knows what they want, but also like Ace of Sword, which is you will be victorious, but through the hardships and through the hard paths. It doesn't have to be this way. Also, we do have a course on MDS Institute about tarot cards. So if you want to know more about the meaning, contact us and check it out. But it doesn't have to be this way. And as I always say, the cards are there to tell us what the energy is now, but not necessarily what will be in the future. So by hearing this, you can choose to have the easy way, or maybe you want a challenge so that you can prove to yourself how strong you are, or that you can make it. Like every path is different. But it is true that the energies are not easy in this moment. A lot of people feel the same way, and a lot of people are choosing this path. So I would like to download that you can choose differently, that all the energies are simultaneously at the same time available to us. So we can choose like maybe a unicorn and going to the future as like using a rainbow, or I don't know. Or you can choose something that speaks more to you. So if you say yes to the seer, what we did say before, and that you know how to align with the future self right now, you know how to do it, and you are already doing it. Just say yes to this download, to your best future self, and to your best life.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I think you're psychic, Aurora, because that's the card I drew.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's a
seeing.
unicorn with the rainbow. I'm like,
that's exactly what I was seeing. I pulled the card with my mind. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Not funny.
Yeah, we are sometimes we walk or like we run, but we can fly, and like we're already over all the like it's so easy. We no traffic jams, you know, we don't have to wait for other people to go through before we reach our destination.
We don't have to stop at every stop sign and delay our what we really want to get accomplished.
Exactly. I love that. So, and also it's a great thing to go to the next question. That
wait,
is, sorry.
It's okay. I just got a little piece of information. They said, use the unicorn, that symbol that I just showed I put it away. No, it's right here. Use this idea of the unicorn and ride your rainbow unicorn to what you want to create. And even if you don't know that, use meditation, use that imagery to ride your unicorn to where you want to go.
That's awesome.
And they'll show you what your next step is, or even what you're destined to have.
Right. Oh, that's great, because our next two questions are related to that. The next question is how to clear the feeling of shame or shame. So can we use our unicorn to clear shame? And well, I want to concentrate a bit on that and see if there's anything more to say about how to clear shame that is stopping abundance in our lives and is stopping like so many things.
I feel like there might be an exercise in one of my favorite psychology books that we're supposed to direct people to. It's called The Tools, and it's by Phil Stutz, Stutz. And who's the guy? Oh, there's a guy that a lot of actors and actresses have gone to him for psychotherapy. He's in lots of funny movies. Anyway, he interviews him. And so there's a Netflix free movie called Stutz. I would highly recommend that too.
Okay.
But he doesn't talk about shame in there, but I think the book has, yeah, go ahead.
It's interesting. I didn't know of him, but I drew a card, and it's like the opposite of the unicorn. So this person, it is doing the work basically. So it's going through the waters, but he's like carrying all his past, like all the shame and all the swords with him, instead of, flying and getting there and getting rid of it. A lot of us think that shame is necessary, that shame is protecting us.
Nope.
But it's not like, oh, because our ancestor told us so, because it's shameful, and they don't want to feel that embarrassment. They keep carrying it around, even if it's not their shame. Like, and it can be hard to cross these barriers if we keep carrying the shame with us wherever we go. I feel there's some forgiveness involved.
Self-love. Yeah.
Yeah, and self-love. Again, we do have our beautiful course on self-love. That is
Yeah, that's a
already.
good one.
So
And Aurora just updated it too. So
yes,
that's cool. Yeah.
Say contact me if you want to know more about that. But self-love, yeah, there is many exercises in there about forgiveness, about ego, about the role, and how to unroot our beliefs, like discover what beliefs are not working in your favor and how to change them with more positive and beautiful ones. I'm just going to say that you don't need the shame to go forward in life. And that you are free to do whatever you want without, like, by accepting yourself completely. And for us, it can be a difficult concept to accept. But I want to download what it feels like to be free from judgment, to be free from prejudice, and to be free from shame, to live a life free of shame.
One of the ways I found to release the shame is to be authentic and to stop lying to yourself or holding secrets. Secrets are very shameful, and it's not about telling everyone your business, but it is about, with the right people at the right time, being authentic and being real and not holding those things in. You'll find the more you tell someone about it that is a trustworthy person, the shame will dissipate.
I think you're right. And I have this image in mind of, it's not of a person that feels shame a lot, but as a child, they've been told to hold a secret by a parent, and can be something small, like, don't tell your mom that.
That I eat the cookie dough out of the freezer. Like, yes, it can be simple.
And the person, and because they're a child, like, they're carrying it around a lot. Like, I should, like, this is a secret between me and, this parent, so I cannot betray their trust. And they grow up with this feeling of shame that they're hiding also something from them, but it can be something small. So the download that I want to offer you is to not get rid, but your role is complete. You are not the secret holder anymore, and you can release the secret to the universe. And you can just say yes to that. You don't even have to remember what it is, just that feeling that the world is on your shoulders, basically, and you can release that to the universe.
Yeah, I'm seeing a metamorphosis of the caterpillar to the butterfly. And it's like the caterpillar is a whole different, totally different thing than a butterfly. It moves on the land, the butterfly is in the air and does the flying thing like the unicorn. But that, it's like, if you just imagine yourself going through the metamorphosis stages from the caterpillar to the cocoon, in the cocoon, feel all that stuff breaking off you and transforming you into a whole different thing that comes out and flies. And again, you could fly to your destiny. Yeah. I don't know why I keep saying that, but
I think it's because we need to hear. I could keep hearing my back cracking. So yeah, I'm getting out of the cocoon, ready to fly.
Did you know there's this, I don't know if it's all butterflies or just the specific kind, but if they're in the cocoon, right? And the cocoon is really strong, and they have to literally fight their way out of the cocoon. But if you help them and open the cocoon, it doesn't squeeze all the liquid into their wings, and they don't live. So that struggly part is what creates them to be able to live and expand their wings and fly.
Yeah,
So don't
I've
get
heard
stuck on
that,
the
that they
struggle.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is it's connected to the energy that we're talking about. That a lot of people are struggling so that they can
Yeah.
deploy their wings and fly away.
Mhm. Yeah.
And now we have the last question, which is, does destiny exist? And if yes, how can I find what's my destiny? What am I supposed to do?
That's why I heard you say that earlier, but it didn't register the destiny thing. I didn't realize that's why I kept coming back to that.
Yeah, it is, because it is the so I think all of us maybe at some point in our lives have asked that question to ourselves.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
let's see what's the message for today.
I can tell you from the guide's perspective, from taking clients into a past life, and then once you die in that past life, then where are you? Your soul, your spirit. So then we take the clients into the spirit realm, and once they're there, their higher self can speak to them and their guides, and they can ask these kinds of questions. And there is a time where you set up your life, you decide everything, and your mind isn't like this human mind, it's way expanded, so you can see all the different, like, oh, okay, and this one will be my mother, and this one will be my father, and this is how we're going to interact, and this is what I want to learn for this lifetime. And so there is that, but it's not that somebody else is putting it on you, it's your higher self choosing that. So it's not like, well, I'm doomed to destiny of this horrible life because I've been bad in the past. No, that's not it. Your higher self chooses it based on what you want to learn. And then also, like, it doesn't mean that everything is fated either. You can actually change your destiny. If you decide, I want to do this, you can ask to rewrite contracts and to free yourself from whatever you think you're supposed to do.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Does I was gonna ask, what if have you had examples of clients that don't go through that, like they don't have contracts, there's just, they find themselves in the body and they don't have I don't want to say they don't remember, but that don't, I guess their life plan is not that detailed, or
Well, I mean, because like your mission could be simply I came here to bring more love to Earth. Like that could be a whole mission. Like it doesn't have to be like you have to become a school teacher and then you have to write a book and then you have to do this. Sometimes you're just your presence. And I joke with some of my friends, like your whole job is just to stay alive. Just keep living. Don't kill yourself, please. Do not do that. You won't be happy with the results anyway. So just keep living and you will complete your mission. Simple. But everybody wants to make it complicated. And most people are already doing their mission. Like I have most clients that they want to know what's my mission, right? And so what I've found is like they just, like this one nurse came to mind, and she was working with mothers who were going to give their babies up for adoption, and she would help birth the babies into the world and then help place them. And she came in and like, what's my mission? What's my mission? And her guides, that was her mission. She was actually doing energetically things with the baby to help them transition to a different family. And that was her mission. She thought she needed to go, on a safari, write a book, and do all these things. But more often than not, you're already doing what your mission is.
Right.
And it can be as simple as being a clown or passing on smiles working at the gas station. Like it doesn't have to be some important role.
Right. Well, I love that. I guess maybe I can offer the last download, but it would be like to instinctively know what the mission is for you and that you are already on the track, or if there's something that you can change to put you in the mission.
How about clearing anything? clearing anything that's in the way of us seeing our true destiny.
Oh, I love that. Yes, let's do that. Great. And giving us the power to recreate our destiny if you so want to. You have the power, but now you can see it because it's clear.
And just ride your unicorn there.
Yeah,
See where
exactly.
it is. All right. Well, until next time, much love.